Okay, so if I'm to understand the premise of this video, some chick is gonna go live on OnlyFans and fuck 1,000 dudes in 24 hours. Are we really impressed? Your mom does this every weekend.
I posted a video 2 days ago that showed myself and some of Florida's top minds
Okay.
getting together using math and science to figure out exactly how this woman named Lily Phillips was going to try and accomplish the inhuman feat of having
It's
sex
not
with
hard.
1,000 men in 24 hours.
It's not hard. It's really not hard. They will hopefully be. So this is very easy. So what these 1,000 men need to do, and I'm here to help you figure this out, Charlie. So it all depends what sex equates to. So what sex equates to is you need to insert vaginally or anally. I would consider orally. Some people don't consider sex orally. Now, if it is, even easier. But you need to get the dick in the ass or the vagina 1,000 times. And I believe you also need to come. I do. I think coming needs to happen. And the cum needs to be on her. Okay, she needs to get bukkakied hard. Bukkake, in case you guys don't know, is where the act of a female goes into a giant circle of hundreds of dudes and they all blow loads over her. A lot of people who are a fan of gokun. Gokun is a Japanese term for cum play. Really enjoyed this shit. I'm a bukkake fan myself. I think it's great. I don't know what it is. I feel like porn without the cum shot. Why'd I even watch it? I'll be real. Like, I will be left disappointed if I can't come the same time as the guy coming in the video. It breaks my immersion, right? It's like a quest objective. That's why I really like JOIs, like cum countdowns, and where they say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good boy. I'm like, oh, quest complete. I did it. Mission accomplished. Call me a good boy, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's great. So they need to go inside the pussy. Now, that only takes a second or two. They need to flicker goon. And what flicker goon means is essentially prepare for a month, edge yourself for a month. The moment you go inside her, you blow your load. If you don't, you go in 10 pumps tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull out, blow your load. Now, we're going to do some math here. Okay? So there's 60 seconds every minute, okay? And there's 24 times 60. There's 1,440 minutes in a day. You times that by 60, there's 86,400 seconds in a day. This means that this chick needs about 10 to 20 seconds tops with each dude's if they flicker goon, okay? Which means, realistically, to 1,000 dudes, she should realistically only need 1,000 times 30 seconds, which, as we all know, will only be 30,000 seconds, which means she has room to fuck around 2,500 dudes in one day. I think 1,000 is setting the bar low. I think this is very, very, very doable. Plus, the real hardest part is obviously the first two dudes, right? You got to get the biggest, blackest dude with the biggest dicks to stretch her out first. So get some big old BBC inside that pussy and ass first. Stretch her out. That way, going in next is easy. Now, I'll be real. I feel bad for number 999 and number 1,000, right? Because when you go inside that vagina, if you have your Pokédex and you scan that shit, Professor Oak is going to say, oh, whore Pokemon type, may contain chlamydia, AIDS, many STDs, poison type. This will affect you for life. And this shit ain't in Vegas, right? Like, this shit is sticking with you for ever. But at the end of the day, get two black dudes with their big old black dicks. Everybody else going in after, gonna be like a slip and slide going in that shit. Gonna be easy. It's gonna be like a hot dog down an empty hallway. Go in, go out, blow your load, get it on her face, because the selfie will go hard as I took 1,000 cum shots to my face. This video is demonetized. Regardless of that, editor, there's no way you're censoring this enough. That is, it's very proved with science. Now I'll go ahead and help Charlie debunk the rest of this.
Like, that is something that Stan Lee would be recruiting for his Avengers squad in real life. There's also...
You should get every 1,000, all the 1,000 dudes to cosplay a character, right? Oh, dude, do you remember Wolverine's cum shot? Do you remember Hulk's cum shot? It's going to be crazy.
There have been doctors coming out urging her not to do this. It's too extreme. This will be a cooter catastrophe.
It would be.
And I think the experts are right in their concern here.
She's going to get internal
I may
hemorrhaging.
not be a vaginal scholar. I don't know everything there is to know about the vagina.
I fuck many
but
women.
I do know that 1,000 of anything is a lot. I would probably get winded and need to go to the hospital if I
Dude, what's harder to do? Fuck 1,000 dudes or fight 1 billion lions?
shoot 1,000 pieces of gum in 24 hours. Couldn't even imagine 1,000 penis.
True.
Like, this is one of those things that I think could probably even kill Wolverine. Like, if Wolverine...
Dude, imagine that challenge. Blowing a bubble with 1,000 different pieces of gum in 24 hours. You would be bleeding from the fucking mouth. That's a stream challenge that somebody should do. I blew a bubble with 1,000 different pieces of gum in a day. That would be insane. Your jaw is for life.
Wolverine tried to take 1,000 dick in the butt, his ass
he's dead.
would die.
Yep.
That he wouldn't be able to regenerate that, even with the adamantium and regeneration factor.
It wouldn't
at
work.
play.
It
Like,
wouldn't
this is something that is actually unbelievable that she's going to try and accomplish.
Yep.
The human body wasn't designed to withstand that level of pounding.
Besides your mother's ass.
And we had more questions than answers, so I went to the source directly.
What's harder, fucking 1,000 dudes or sucking 1,000 dicks? So it's obviously sucking 1,000 dicks is way harder because you only have one mouth. Whereas you can get fucked by 2 dudes at the same time minimum. And I'll be real, some chicks are so loose, you can fit multiple dicks in that shit. That being said, I have seen a chick with 7 dicks in her mouth at the same time. That shit was wild, but that shit's hella gay.
Asking her, about strategy and all kinds of different questions. And she actually got back to me. A lot of people have been wondering, did she respond? And the answer is yes. So yesterday on stream, before playing Path of Exile 2, I got together with the chat and we started to come up with a list of questions that we wanted answers to. So I'm going to show you how that went and I'll give you an update on everything there. But I know you also have a question right now, which is, where can I get that beautiful classified Moist Global hoodie?
Oh, that's awesome.
MoistGlobal.com to pick up this bad boy.
Oh,
this
thank
classified
God.
line is all about aliens and redacted documents.
I'm gonna get 50.
I love that shit so much. So there's hoodies, there's sweatpants, there's a beanie and a hat.
Dude, and Charlie's Flavor Goof Juice is available on GamerSupps. I'm gonna go buy that right now using code BALDY for 10% off.
The hat has a cute alien on it, but I left it at the warehouse because I was wearing it yesterday. It's a great line. Check it out. Just saw the video about the girl trying 1,000 dudes is crazy. Yeah, the little, Grand Slam sampler. She actually got back to me when Matt hops
Yeah, going to Applebee's. I'll have the sampler. One bitch tied up, pig roaster ass.
on. When Matt and Danny hop on, we can start getting our questionnaire together to figure out exactly how she plans to tackle 1,000 dudes in 24 hours.
It's really not that hard.
1,000 dudes over a lifetime is common, but 24 hours? What?
Oh, yeah.
1,000 dudes over a lifetime is common.
Dude, I guarantee you at least 20% of college girls fuck over 100 dudes every semester. People don't get this, man. Women are far more horny than men, and I found that out. Women are horny, and I'm bald. I'm like a 6 out of 10 tops. And if people are coming after me, Jesus, man. Jesus. Imagine a guy like Charlie, bro. YouTube Jesus.
I don't know about that.
You got money, though? I ain't paying them.
I don't know where you're getting your
Now, they might want to marry me, but having sex with me don't get you money.
data from. Anime or something? I'll tell you right now. Quad digits, not common. I haven't
is
even
insane.
burped it 1,000 times. That's true. That's a really good question. I bet I also haven't reached 4 digits on masturbation.
I think I jerk off 1,000 times every year, to be honest. I mean, I'll be real, guys. I came 5 times yesterday. I came so hard, I have a hardened vein on the top of my dick right now. That's how hard I be blowing loads. Unk, you got to stop. I can't, bro. Zhu Yuan just f***ed me up, man.
Rookie numbers? Well, I've never done more than one peepness stretch a day. So we'll do some math. Probably started when I was 12, 13, so about 17 years worth of experience.
The first time I masturbated was 8th grade. I don't know how old that would make me. I'm going to assume 14. It hurt and I cried. I also only pre-came. And I cried.
And then I didn't, even going through puberty, I didn't masturbate much. So we'll do an average of
Sure.
Well, let's just do 3 times a month.
Only jerking off 3 times a month. Let's see here real quick. All right, so I probably jerk off 3 times a day. So 3 times 365. And then I've been jerking off 3 times a day since I was 14. I'm 30 now. I'm about to turn 31. Yeah, 18,615 times. The Japanese people say that you have to do something for 10,000 hours to become a master. Like, no bitch is gonna jerk me off more than the masturbation messiah like myself. Unless this chick is strong as fuck, that can kung fu grip the fuck out of my dick and like get that shit tighter than, I don't know, World Destroyer Hulk. Other than that, I'm not accepting a subpar hand job from anybody.
We'll use that number here. I'm gonna break out the calculator.
Sure.
So if I did 3 times a month every year for the last 17 years, I will have only played the skin flute 612 times.
Rookie.
But then it's impossible to know for sure, because then there'd be some months where I'd do more, where I'd get like really feverish.
How in the does bro only beat off 3 times a month? That's insane to me. No way that's normal. Like, those are non-existent numbers.
But I think it'd be close. I don't know if I've actually done like 1,000 jerks.
I think jerking off once a day is completely normal.
3 times a month. Yeah, I really did not hit it that hard back in the day. How's she gonna find 1,000 men to sign up for it? She has applications.
Go to my Twitch chat.
She's doing a casting call. I don't know what the requirements are, which is a question I'd like to ask her. I'll do like a bullet point format.
Okay.
What are the requirements of the athletes that apply?
I'm also gonna give you another statistic. Guys, 3.5 inches is enough. If your bitch needs more than 3.5 inches, then just use your arm. Doesn't matter.
Is it to completion? What counts as sex? Ooh, that's another good question. Will they be tested?
They better be tested. Otherwise, that bitch is,
Because I imagine she doesn't want to contract like 1,000 STDs.
Yep,
so
there it is. Yep. If she's
how
lucky.
what about
I got
STD
8
concerns?
You touch me one time, you get 8 STDs.
Do you have like a... What would be like a vaginal masseuse?
The baldness spreads. Every woman I've fucked loses their hair.
But someone to like 1,000 dudes in 24 hours, like her pussy's gonna blow up.
Oh yeah.
Like you won't survive. You'd need that.
Nah, I'll be real. Like, you got to count how many times you get pumped in a normal sex session. Like, sex for me lasts around 2.5 hours. Like, I'm probably pumping that bitch at least 16,000 times. So as long, and they're fine. I don't know, man. Like, I have had sex with a girl where they came 9 times before I came once. Right? So, I mean, maybe she's just built diff, bro. There are some chicks that can just come like hundreds of times.
Not professional, but I don't even know what professional would specialize in that.
Okay, you say sure, dude. Okay, so here's what you do. So while you're f***ing them, you tell them to you'll send them to Valhalla, but like the sex Valhalla.
So I don't know how to ask that. I guess I could, here, I'll do it all encompassing. Do you
So they die? No, their pussy does.
have a pit crew? I'll put in parentheses in case she doesn't watch NASCAR or F1 or anything. Team that will help. How will she eat or pee? Another good question. Are there bathroom breaks? Food breaks?
I think she needs to use piss as a lubricant, but she definitely does need to get dumped. I think she should probably get her stomach cleaned out, though. That way she doesn't shit herself when she gets...
Catering for athletes?
Yeah, I would recommend high carbs.
Nice.
High carbs, lots of pineapple.
Maybe they can prepare themselves beforehand and immediately... That's not even going to be a good speedrun strat. The only real speedrun strat you can do for this is you would start naked, so you don't have to waste time taking clothes off.
No,
so
you have to flicker gun. You have to flicker gun.
1,000 naked men, and it's just like a assembly line that you go down. That's the only way.
You literally have to pregame your dick. You have to. You have to pregame your dick.
That's wrong. You'll also need lube. Oh, good question. That's a good question to ask.
Yeah.
How do I ask that? Lube question? I'll just do lube question mark.
Yep. Mm.
I don't even know how to phrase it. I think she'll know what I mean. Is she going to start from smallest to biggest? That'd be a good strategy. I don't think it'd save time or anything.
No, it's not. You got to start biggest to smallest. That way you can get in and get out. Because the longest part of sex is like the insertion. That's the hard part, right? So you just want to get the biggest to smallest pregame.
But it would definitely help with pain. I would imagine. Will there be fluffers for the next 10 or so dudes so they aren't soft when it's their turn?
There have
I
to be.
already asked about like her pit crew.
Yeah.
I'll specify fluffers though, because I imagine that has to be a necessity here.
Yeah. You need that. You gotta get to like a support and a jungler.
Man, my questions
to pregame
read like a
their dicks.
caveman asking them. Will there be team of fluffers so time isn't lost on softness to hardness?
Yep.
I don't know what's going on with my brain right now. I'm not asking questions in a coherent way. There, that's a much better way of asking.
Chad,
that.
how
Will
long
there
does it
be a
take you
team
to
of
come?
fluffers so time isn't lost waiting for erection? Because you could lose a lot of time on that.
Anyways,
In a much better way. Wanted to give you all this update because I'm getting asked about it so much. I asked a bunch of questions. Hopefully, we'll get some answers to them at some point.
yeah, hopefully we get it. I think I've kind of already solved this case over and shut. Just pregame your dick, go in there, blow your load, in out. It's that easy. If you need any advice on how to do this shit better, just ask Chat's mom. She knows all the info. Great video. Like, comment, subscribe. Good research, Charlie. I'm glad we have a researcher like you on the field. And yeah,